Hey, welcome back to Fatherhood Confessions. I'm Trent, and this is the channel where we have honest conversation with a sojourner parent who is far from perfect, but perfectly needed. Episode 3, coming right at you. Okay, there's this scene in a movie. A guy is sitting down at a bar, and he's flipping a coin. And a tall redhead guy walks in, and he heads straight to him. The guy sitting down doesn't know, and as he's flipping a coin, as the coin is coming back down in the air, from the air, he grabs a coin, and he says, "Oh, we're playing coin tricks, are we?" The guy at the table looks up and says, "Who are you?" The tall guy responds, "I'm a leprechaun." The guy at the table looks up and says, "You're too tall to be a leprechaun." And he says, "That's a stereotype and represents a very narrow view of the world." Okay, confession time. I'm not Mr. Fix-It.
I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
I never really cultivated the ability to be the guy that your friends and your neighbors call on when they needed something fixed.
Why do I fix everything I touch?
Now, if you wanted something destroyed or you needed help with manual labor, you know, the grunt and grind kind of work,
Just the bad guy who wrecks the building.
I'm okay.
I'm your man. I could aid with that, no problem. But showing off my multi-layered, multi-tiered expertise of skill and abilities? Nope, not me.
If you have a problem that no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
Why is it that we assume that every man on the face of the earth is Mr. Fix-It? It's a stereotype. Does that make you any less valuable? Does that make you any less of a contribution to society, to your family and children? Absolutely not.
Do you feel me? Do you feel me, sailor? You beautiful Nubian man! You gorgeous specimen of what God can make!
The reality is this: yes, I can do the basic stuff around the house. But what I do best, though, is I dial the number of the pros to come and rectify the issue for me. How many of you guys know? Best case scenario, you can't do it, get the guys who can.
There's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
See, the bigger and more complex the issue, the less I'm able to actually be of any service. I sound fortunate, but I'm certainly not beating myself up over it. Hey, as men, we feel this is something to be embarrassed about.
We get something for later, like one of those big pickles or a 3-bean salad? That was awkward.
Why? Can the real quintessential man stand up, please? Well, I can't see anybody. Yes, it's nice to know and do things. But if you're not bent, or if you're not good at it, if you're not kind of built for that certain thing, or bent in that certain direction, why lose your cool over it? It's actually a good opportunity to make a friend, if you know what I mean. I know one guy said to me, "Man, I got so many friends I haven't used yet." You get the humor in that. Fixing, how does it relate to parenting or fatherhood? Well, I think we teeter between fixing issues and not fixing issues. I think we quickly come to a conclusion that I can't fix this, and I'm not going to fix this, or I can't fix that. For instance, true story, my son had a falling out with one of his friends, and I, of course, the father of the year, I provoked him and pushed him to do the right thing. I wanted him to make amends with his friend, but I wanted to fix it. So, true story, while I'm in the room talking with him In this long, drawn-out conversation, my wife walks in and pulls me aside and says this: listen, as much as we can give sound advice, we can't fix everything. Some things he's going to need to do himself. This is one thing he's going to have to figure out on his own right now. You can't help. Wow. Honestly, my response was kind of like, you kidding me? But you're right. I can't fix this because it's not my life. It's not something that does not require action on my part.
I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Support? Absolutely. Application? No. Anyway, eventually through messaging and video gaming, they figured it all out and they cured the relationship. One thing I'm continuing to learn about kids as a dad, when we give them the space, they are relentless and they are survivors and they're activists. They can do it. They have the ability to figure things out if we, dads, just give them the space to let their instinct do the talking. We have to trust the process, right? Yes, we might not be Mr. Fix-It when it comes to skills and abilities, and there are times, as we discern in life, we're not Mr. Fix-It when it comes to the issues our kids face in life. Although we can support and help and love, we can't fix what we didn't break. Now, what's the takeaway here? Well, I think supporting your kids with advice and coaching are good, but being Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It, interfering with their innate ability to figure things out, is not where it's at. Let time take its course and just watch and see what happens instinctually. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's my 2 cents worth. Until next week, this is Fatherhood's Confessions. Have a fantastic week. See you next week.